The biggest mystery from Ninjago Dragons Rising that we have yet to find the answer to is who is Lord Raz's master. It was teased in Season 1, but in Seasons 2 and 3, we really got the grand scope of his plan. Just a couple of days ago, some information started to circulate on the internet regarding Lord Raz's master, namely this. So, in this video, I'm going to cover some characters who do fit these criteria and why or why not I think they could be Lord Raz's master. Before we get started with my theories though, I want to just spend a little bit of time going over these criteria. Some of them are pretty obvious, like for example, it is a he. I feel like that pretty clearly states what it's trying to say, but some of them are a bit unclear. For example, it is a Dragons Rising character. Does that mean characters who only appeared in Dragons Rising, or do old Ninjago characters that also appeared in Dragons Rising count as well? Like, he has a great motivation for being a villain. We don't really know that. We don't really know if he has multiple forms, but he has been revealed for a long time. So, I mean, that is something to go off of. But I guess now, let's get right into the theories. Make sure to subscribe. The first character we have here is a character who I never thought would even be in the conversation to be Lord Raz's master, and that is Dorama. But Dorama somehow fulfills all of the criteria on this list, except for he has multiple forms, but like I said, we might not really know that fully. But yeah, apart from that, he's a Dragons Rising character, he is a he's been in a set before, he does have great motivation to be a villain, he's been revealed for a long time, and he has appeared in Season 2 of Dragons Rising, so I guess he could be Lord Raz's master. Do I think he is? I mean, he better not be Lord Raz's master because, I mean, it's no secret I absolutely hate that guy. But I also don't think he's going to be Lord Raz's master. I think it's really unlikely. But it is funny that he somehow fulfills all of these criteria. The next person I have is also pretty unlikely in my opinion, and that is Blecht. He also fulfills all of the criteria except for he has multiple forms. Again, he's been in a set before. He appeared in Dragons Rising Season 2. So he is an option. Again, I think he's really unlikely because we've just seen how powerful Lord Raz's master is. And I don't really think that Blecht is Lord Raz's master. I just find that a bit weird. Another character who is probably not Lord Raz's master is Frack. But Frack, again, also fulfills most of these. He just doesn't have a great motivation for being a villain. And I mean, again, we might not really know about his real motivations. I just find it extremely unlikely that it'll be Lord Raz's master. But hey, maybe he has some secrets that we don't know about. I don't know. So the last three theories that I've put forward have obviously been pretty goofy, and I don't think any of them are going to be Lord Raz's master. But going on forward, I think I actually do have a solid case for my next theories being Lord Raz's master, and that starts off with Cinder. The main reason Cinder is even on this list is because A, he checks the boxes, and B, there's just so much we don't know about him. I don't think Lord Raz's master is Cinder himself per se, but I think it is possible that Lord Raz's master kind of like came down into the mortal world and pretended to be this mortal named Cinder to test Lord Raz or something. We don't really know, but I think the fact that we don't know anything about Cinder just makes me a little bit curious. Like, how did Lord Raz even find him? We don't know. I don't think it's super likely that he's Lord Raz's master, but I mean, hey, it is a theory that I'll put out there. My next theory for Lord Raz's master is Master Wu, and I know a lot of people have been theorizing about this, and this list kind of validates that a little bit, because just looking through this list, Master Wu checks out literally every box except for he has a great motivation for being a villain. He showed up in Dragons Rising Season 2, he has multiple forms, he's been in a set before, he's appeared in Dragons Rising, he's been revealed for a long time, long before time had a name, I might say, but like, again, I just don't think it's likely that Wu is Lord Raz's master, just given the ending of Dragons Rising Season 3, because in the end, Lord Ras literally captures Master Wu, and Lord Ras literally talks about how much he hates Master Wu for causing the merge. So if Wu is actually Lord Raz's master, that would be an amazing plot twist by the Ninjago writing team, but I just don't think that's gonna happen because the way they've set up Lord Raz and the way Master Wu has been set up since the beginning of Ninjago, I just don't think they'd make him this big overarching villain, but hey, anything's possible. Now though, in my opinion, for my best theory in this entire video, which is to be fair not saying much since most of this is speculation, but we have Zarkar. And Zarkar is a wolf who we previously just saw briefly in a flashback, but I think that there is a lot of evidence pointing to him. Firstly, he is Lord Raz's ancestor, and Lord Raz talks about how his tribe was wiped out. So it makes sense that Zarkar might want to, bring back his tribe by reversing the merge. How he has multiple forms, or how he's able to do that thing where he summons Lord Raz into this other realm almost, I'm not really sure how he got those powers, but I mean, it's possible. I guess he has been revealed for a long time. Season 2 of Dragons Rising, to be precise, when they have that flashback with the Forbidden Five. The hardest one to fit here on this list is he has been in a set before, because to my knowledge he hasn't, but the wording on this is pretty vague. He has been in a set before. That could mean a lot of things, not just the fact that he appeared as a minifigure. Maybe there's like a reference to him, like how there's a reference to the designer of the Skull Sorcerer's dungeons in the Skull Sorcerer's dungeons. Maybe something like that. For example, in the Dragon's Stone Shrine, you had a wall or a bookshelf with some images, including Master Wu. So there is a chance that he might be referenced somehow. I'm thinking in the Wolfmask Shadow Dojo, but looking at that set, I didn't really find anything. But if any of you guys find any reference to Zarkar in any of the Dragons Rising sets, I think that would be just one step closer to proving that he is Lord Raz's master. Again, we don't know anything about Zarkar, so it's possible that he might be Lord Raz's master, and I don't really have a concrete reason why he's not. So that's why I would say he's probably my best theory so far. But closing off, we gotta wonder, what if this list is wrong? I mean, it's entirely possible. Leaks and rumors are often wrong in the Ninjago community. So what would Lord Raz's master look like if this list wasn't entirely accurate? If this list isn't entirely accurate, then there's really only one thing I can imagine Lord Raz's master being, and that is a Source Dragon. Of course, we've seen Lord Raz's master has insane amounts of power, so that does hint to the fact that he might be a Source Dragon, and of course, the obvious option is the Source Dragon of Strength, because Lord Raz literally says strength in every single sentence he says. But also, Lord Raz just happened to have the icon of the Source Dragon of Strength, which was established. It's really difficult to get a Source Dragon icon, and he just has one, so that's also very suspicious. Another Source Dragon who I think it could be is the Source Dragon of Energy, and just hear me out on this one. We still don't know how Lord Ras trapped the Source Dragon of Energy. We really don't know. And I think that if the Source Dragon of Energy is Lord Raz's master, it's possible that he let Lord Raz capture him to initiate all of these events with Imperium and stuff. And if that is actually the case, that would also be some really smart writing on the writer's part. So, all in all, I think it is pretty likely that Lord Raz's master might be a Source Dragon, and it doesn't even really conflict with the list. I mean, there's just some weird stuff here, like he has been in a set before where the only set that we've actually gotten of a Source Dragon is the Source Dragon of Motion, who is a she, but Source Dragons have multiple forms. Source Dragons do have a pretty good motivation for being a villain. I mean, I feel like there's a chance that you could work a pretty decent motivation for an all-powerful being to maybe just want to take over all the merged lands or something. Source Dragons have been revealed for a long time. Source Dragons all appeared in Dragons Rising Season 2, so, I mean, there is a chance that it might be a Source Dragon. I'm probably gonna bet on the Source Dragon of Strength, but I think some of the other theories like Zarkar could also be Lord Raz's master, like, we don't know. But let me know what are your best Lord Raz master theories down in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one.